Hi, I'm Nathan Robinson.
Hi, I'm Ken Harrell.
Hi, I'm Kendra Harrell.
Hello, I'm Jolene Goolsby.
Kaven Johnson.
When it comes to your financial security for the future, does it make you nervous or excited? Do you feel secure or worried? I am here today to make sure that the problem that Americans have today with saving is fixed and you show a better way to plan your future. According to Aaron Burt, the author of Behold the Miracle of Compounding, getting rich is easier and more painless the earlier you start. I would like to start now and urge you not to plan on Social Security taking care of you for your retirement. Start investing now for your future and use the sources that are close to you to help you do so. With that, I would like to tell you more about what Social Security is. For those of you that don't know about Social Security, I will give you a brief history about it and tell you where it's going. Social Security is a government program funded by workers like you and me to provide income for the retired and disabled workers of America. For Americans age 65 and older, Social Security constitutes for over half of their income. For a third of Americans in the same age group, it makes up almost all of their income, according to the Connecticut Law Tribune. The fact of the matter is, Social Security, according to Brian Rydell, has had a surplus since 1983. The surplus keeps getting smaller and smaller each year. The government loans the surplus to the Treasury to spend on things like defense, education, and welfare. Since all that money was loaned out, the major problem will come when the baby boomers retire. According to the Connecticut Law Tribune, baby boomers are Americans born between the ages of 1946 and 1964. This constitutes for nearly 77 million retirees. So, this is basically what it's like. There are so many baby boomers coming after a small amount of money in Social Security. Because of this, according to whitehouse.gov, the government will have to come up with $200 billion per year to pay Social Security. It will fall short by $300 billion by the year 2033. Here's a visual just to put it into perspective. There's a 3 with 11 zeros behind it. Is this what you want to rely on to pay your bills when you retire? All of that means that Social Security funds are being exhausted, and there is no reason to believe that a system that is going bankrupt is going to take care of you. You may think to yourself, how does that affect me? When you get older, let's say retiring age, you will have no means to survive. One cause of this, as I stated, is Social Security is falling short with the amount of money they are able to get to their elderly. This directly affects our future and our funds in the coming years. It is also caused by people like us that do not take advantage of saving our money today, which will once again affect how we are able to meet ends meet when we retire. So, if the government can't take care of us for the future, what can we do? The simple answer is to invest your money now. When it comes to investing, you cannot deny the power of compound interest. Aaron Burt refers to it as the 8th wonder of the world. That says a lot for what it can do. Compound interest is a pretty basic concept to understand. You invest your money and it gains interest. Then the money you invested plus the interest you have already earned gains even more interest, and so on. That is why you should start investing now when you are young. As you can see here, it works like a snowball. By starting to invest now, you are placing your snowball as high on the hill as possible, and it gets larger at the bottom. If you start later on in life or farther down the hill, the snowball cannot pick up as much. It is smaller when it stops. So start your snowball now and let it grow so you can have money to retire with. Here's an example. I am 20 years old now, so let's say I invest $300 a month. And by the time I turn 63, at an interest rate of 10%, which is what the stock market will give you over time, according to Douglas Garlich, writer of The Risks of Not Investing to Your Future, I would have $2,132,643 saved for retirement. Now, let's say I was here for the speech today, but I didn't think about it until 20 years later. This time, since it's closer to retirement, I'm going to invest $500 a month. I will have my 10% interest and retire at 63, but now I only have $477,258. That gives you a difference of over $1.5 million. As you can obviously see, when you start investing your money at a young age, you can earn so much more money for yourself. So why not invest now and be a millionaire when you're older? But how do you do all of this? I'm going to tell you. There are sources all around you that can help you invest for your future. Many businesses offer 401ks for their employees. Here, the employer matches what you invest up to a certain amount. So that is like giving your extra money with no strings attached. I highly recommend enrolling in these plans as soon as possible if they are offered to you. There are also IRAs that can be started at banks. They're very similar to 401ks, except for they don't match the amount you put in. These are very good for those that don't have a 401k, want more addition to their 401k. If you're one that is seeking information on how to specifically invest your money, which many of you stated that you wanted to know, there are several groups that can tell you how to do so. Among these are Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Merrill Lynch, Morgan Stanley, Smith Barney, the list goes on. Information on specific locations on how to reach these groups is easily accessible online. So why not call up one of those today and secure your financial future? With so many sources available, there is no reason that you can't solve the problem many have of overspending and save for your future. We see why it is so important to start investing your money now. Small amounts of money can snowball and leave you with a nice chunk of change at retirement. Social Security is definitely not going to take care of you, and I have given you tons of reasons and sources to take care of yourself for the future. So let me leave you with this. Dave Ramsey, who is a financial guru, always says, live like no one else so that you can live like no one else. Today, I advise you to be the one that invests your money now like no one else, so at retirement, you can live like no one else. Thank you.